Hello and welcome back to the UK Brick Builder channel. Today I'm going to run you through my mock of the recent Lego City townhouse. It essentially uses two complete sets plus extra parts. This is only a rough run through of it at the moment because I still have more to do to the interior, but it's a build that so far I am very happy with, so I thought I'd give you a quick run through on it. So I have basically split it down to its basic component pieces. It comes apart like a standard modular. The quickest and easiest bit to show you is the little balcony, I guess is the best word for it. The reason I say that this is still a work in progress is because the intention in the end is to take this section out and put a door in from the next floor where this window is, so it is basically a door out onto it instead of it being just a patio area with two barbecues that you cannot use. But that's basically the only reason I've used two barbecues is because they came as part of the two sets, and it just seemed like a good use for them. So to one side and start on the obvious bits. I have used some of the parts from the original set to make the rear garden or side garden area. The only bit I'm not 100% happy with at the moment, apart from doing a few more bits on the inside, is this black brick out here, but that is part of the original fireplace. Not fireplace, extractor fan for the oven, sorry. That I will end up replacing with a white brick when I manage to dig one out. I might end up having to order one, I'm not 100% certain if I've got any. But what I have done is used the original lamppost that came with one of the new road plate sets, and just stuck one of the signs on from one of the Ninjago movie sets just to add a bit more colour and feel to it. I've also got this miniature build of a letterbox. It's very straightforward. It's just 3 2x2 round brick pieces with an upside down and one of the smooth pieces with a Technic stud through the middle. Basically just makes a letterbox. Now I have made a few slight additions and modifications to one of the two cars, so I didn't have two identical. This one is still electric, and I have actually put a couple of pieces on the bottom there to stop it running away on the set. So I've yet to do that to this one because I only finished this one a couple of days ago. But basically I have changed obviously number plates to ones from a different set, different rear bumper, moved the number plate to where the charging port is on the electric one, white roof instead of black. I was going to look at changing this to white, but when I did, it stopped looking like a rear window, so I put it back to black. I have changed the front bumper to a matching one for the rear, and also just the colour of the front lights, just to make them a little bit different, so when they're both sat in front of the house they don't look like two identical vehicles. Put those there. As you can see, I have got the 2 Octane charging stations from the 2 sets in there. I'll have to, please excuse the slightly shaky camera work, and I will give you a run through the inside in a bit. I have basically just put a selection of windows around the outside, a couple on the side here, but I did keep the sort of the carport design from the original set because I quite liked that idea. So inside through the doorway we have a couple of sort of art print type pieces, nothing too elaborate, but then when we come back this way we have got a dog bed, the sofa which was originally part of the set. We also have the second sofa that was part of the set, along with one of the 2 games controllers, and a little fireplace build, which I believe the bottom half of it is modelled on one of the builds that came in one of the advent calendars a couple of years ago, but don't count me on that. Got a sort of small kitchen area with some more cupboards that way, another sort of painting on the wall, and the TV unit and the other games controller on that side there. So that is just a quick run through. I am going to end up putting staircase in this corner to allow access to the upper floors. This is the first floor, which I have this is the first floor, which I have kept as one of the bedrooms. I haven't done an awful lot of detail on this at the moment. The basics of it are quite simple. It's just a plain white wall at the back, small window that side, and then I've kept with the quite panoramic theme of the windows around the front. And inside I have kept some of the features from the original set. So the bed is the same in that corner, the sword in the display is the same, but to that I added one of the Infinity Stones on a stand, and also a lightsaber on a stand. We've got a knight's flag, and we've got a table in the corner with a cookie and can or a jar of milk. We have a wind up robot that side. Then we have a little table with a radio and a statue on it, and in this corner we have the desk with a carton of orange juice, and we have the Lego Corner Hotel set boxed, made up, and obviously the telescope at the front, which is a part of the original set, and camera work is terrible, so excuse that. And obviously the young child from the original set, so that then sits as level 2, so to speak. So obviously ground floor, first floor, then we have second floor or level 3, depending on how you want to look at it. Now level 2 will end up with staircase in the corner and a separate wall to make like a hallway. Same with this one, which is obviously a smaller bedroom, so the bed will end up having to be moved, so we'll have a bathroom and a hallway in this in this corner, but obviously this one is very similar style front, identical style down the side, very similar plain white back, and slightly more detailed this side because of the bathroom. I am looking to get these pieces in white to replace them because I don't like the grey showing, although they do make the bathroom, but I still think I could get away with that in white in there instead of the grey, because this grey on here follows through with the grey on this floor, so I don't mind that one so much. But in this room, as it is at the moment, we have bed, the bottle of drink, and then we have a pinboard on the wall. In the bathroom we have, this is one of the video tiles. I've used a couple in this set for pictures, and then basically it's just a slightly larger version of the bathroom. And then we have the standard wall piece with the stickers. Floating around, I took out the paintbrush and put in a little violin instead. So we have another flag hanging up on the wall here, and we have a couple of elf fairy type posters. Because I've used two sets to build this one, I put two speakers in, and we have a rug, and then obviously we've got the little violin, which is from one of the most recent series minifigures, and the bow for playing the violin, and they both sit in here quite nicely. I haven't got the girl in the bedroom because she is currently stood in the back garden with the dogs, and that one then just goes on top of this one. And then we come on to my, at the moment, currently quite plain and boring roof. A lot of this grey edge will be going because I'm going to be putting small, like edge pieces around it. I am tempted to stick with the same translucent blue, just raise the edge up and then have the same wood look finish to it, but this is just supposed to, it's going to end up with a hole through that corner, which will mean rearranging all the base plates to make an entrance up into the upstairs. So we've got the solar panels, and yeah, I say we'll probably have another layer of brick just to finish off the roof panel. So that then also, when that is on, that sits like that, so the whole house sits at, obviously this side and the back, like most modulars, is the most boring, but I didn't want this to just be a completely flat white side. I wanted it to have the windows so that it had more of a house feel. I am considering putting some more windows in some of these. I've got some in my Bricklink watch list wanted list. So as soon as I come to doing a big order, I will end up with a handful more of these, a load more of the edging strips and the trans blue bricks to do this edge. And I am currently working through ideas for possibly making a spiral staircase for the corner, just so that it doesn't take up too much room. So I just thought I'd go for a quick run through of the set as it is so far, and then when I get the other bits and pieces, I will make the next round of modifications to it and come back with another video. So if you like what I've done with this one and you want to see more like it, please subscribe and like and comment and share the video and come back for the next one. Thank you.